Hello and good morning to each and every one of you lovely people out there. So, again, I'm doing another reaction video to Jack Silkstone's construction update videos. This time I'm watching on my second YouTube channel, of course, Dave's Who Reviews. And yeah, watching the third video and obviously sharing my thoughts on this exciting new project. So yeah, here we go.
We have hit a bump in the road in Project Exodus's planning application. But how bad is it? Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Jack Silkstone and welcome to this unexpected third Project Exodus construction vlog. That's right, I was really not expecting this video to be the third update. I've been hyping up a very exciting Project Exodus construction video, which was going to be the third update, and it was pretty much ready to go. However, this news has obviously taken priority over that one. So yeah, still keep your eyes peeled for that video. It will be coming soon. But today, we've unfortunately hit a slight bump in the road in regards to Project Exodus. We've had some bad news. I'm going to be looking into if this is just a little bump in the road, just some bad news, or if this is some major, big problem news. It's a planning document, and since then I've just been checking it super regularly and updating you guys with everything that I find out. And yeah, I did mention a while back that there had been a few setbacks in regards to the planning documentation, but I wasn't too worried about it. It didn't seem like anything too major. But this most recent response to the planning documentation could seem like it could cause a few issues. So yeah, I'm going to look into it right now and establish how big of a problem this is and if Thorpe Park are going to be able to find a way out of it and hopefully eventually get Exodus built. I'm also bloody gutted that this is the first video that I'm filming in my new room, which is why this angle's like it is. Normally my camera would be on this side of a desk, but I don't want to show any of my room before I upload my big house tour video. So that's the reason that there's a bit of a scuffed background right now. Here we
So yeah, obviously I have checked out Jack's house tour video. It's actually really, I really enjoyed it anyway, so yeah, it's all good. But obviously Project Exodus reaction to Jack's videos, of course, the third one being this setback of, well, obviously it's all go now, but at the time didn't know what to expect.
Here we go, it's from the Environment Agency, and as we can see, it's another one of these long documents, but I've read through it and I've tried to make sense of it to talk you guys through it as easily and quickly as possible. But essentially we've got a number of objections from the Environmental Agency. Objection number 2, objection number 3. Yeah, it's not looking ideal, is it? But essentially, the main problem that they have with Thorpe Park's planning application is all in regard to the flood zones that Project Exodus.
So, yeah, what obviously Jack was explaining, Environmental Agency, they would just want to make sure that health and safety has to take precedence, which, yeah, I can understand that. When was it? Back on the 23rd of this month, January, I did do my first construction update video along Monk's Walk when I literally travelled from Birmingham in the West Midlands and yeah, made my way down to Chertsey, which was about 11:30, but I left mine around 4 o'clock, so yeah, bit crazy, but still good fun. So yeah, obviously environmental agency, they just want to make sure safety is paramount.
Will be taking over. Now, of course, with Thorpe Park being located on its own beautiful island, that of course means that it's surrounded by water, and therefore,
yeah, obviously Thorpe Park is surrounded by Abbey Lake, and yeah, with rain in general, especially heavy rain, yeah, things can get flooded, which I have seen while on social media. It's not the best, but obviously these things happen. Obviously Thorpe Park knows about it, and yeah, I think, well, obviously it's all sorted, it's going ahead. It's, well, yeah, it is all good, but at the time, obviously Thorpe Park know what they're doing, they know the risks and know their safety parameters. But at the time, we didn't know what was happening.
when it rains in the local area, there are certain areas of the park that are of course prone to flooding. And in the planning application that Thorpe Park submitted, they fully acknowledged this and identified that this is an area where flooding could happen. But they did upload a whole plan as to how they were going to counteract this flooding, so that the issue they would cause would be as minimal as possible, and it wouldn't really be an issue when building this roller coaster. See, this is all serious stuff, and it is stuff that needs to be dealt with for this coaster to be built safely. And yeah, they just seem to want more information. For example, here it states about how they're planning on increasing the size of the bank around the lake, the current Loggers Leap Lake, and how they're going to infill some of the land to create footings for the new roller coaster. And yeah, they just want some more clarity as to if this will completely cut off this lake from the river. So yeah, it's all very technical, and some of you, low-key including me, are wondering, well, it's a floodplain, does it really matter if it floods? Like, we've had a massive puddle under storm surge for so many years. And it seems like the Environmental Agency, of course, do think that this matters. They don't want it to be a danger to any people or any biodiversity, any animals that are living in that area. They don't want it to be an issue. Now, there is, in my mind at least, a glimmer of hope in the wording that the Environmental Agency has used as in part of this document. For example, here in the first objection, it states that they are objecting in principle. Let me explain. Essentially, they're the Environmental Agency. It's their job to protect the environment and check that everything is 100% safe with the wildlife in the area, the floodplains, the water, literally everything environment based. So when Thorpe Park come along and say we want to build this massive roller coaster in an area of the park that previously wasn't really being used, therefore a lot of biodiversity is happening in this area. There's probably animals living there, there's trees, there's a lake. Of course, they're not going to be happy, and they wouldn't technically be doing their job if they didn't object in principle. So that is the main kind of glimmer of hope that I'm taking from this document. Obviously, I don't really have a clue what I'm going on about. I'm just reading this as a third party. But just reading this, that would be my main kind of saving grace, my glimmer of hope that will hopefully pull us through this application process and eventually get this coaster approved. But yeah, these things are never ever easy, are they? You know, the best things in life always come with their own challenges and problems along the way. So yeah, this is never going to be easy, was it? We haven't had a coaster at Thorpe Park for 10 years now, and it's a very big coaster indeed, so it was never going to be a smooth process. But fingers crossed, everything pulls through, and I will hopefully be uploading a video sooner rather than later where I'm celebrating, where everything gets approved, we get green ticks, and the whole process can just begin, and the construction updates can start rolling. Oh, what a future that would be. But yeah, for now, of course, we are just left in this limbo of what's going to happen. And yeah, as I've always said, I'll keep you guys updated with all of the news we get, positive or negative. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Leave a comment down below what you're feeling about this news. Do you think it's just a slight issue, or could this be the start of a very, very bumpy road indeed?
Actually, with obviously these construction videos of Jack's updates on Project Exodus. Obviously, it was major at the time, but obviously, in the grand scheme of things, it was probably less than a year, taking down the trough area of Loggers Leap, which well, the way things are going, it looks like it could be imminently coming down. Probably, I'd say before the end of February. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, things are going well around Project Exodus.
For Thorpe Park, let me know down below. And yeah, otherwise, thank you for watching. My name's Jack Silkstone. Good.
I enjoyed these construction update videos. It's something different. But yeah, I mean, obviously you have to take the good news as well as the bad news. But I mean, at least overall, it's now officially gonna be sorted, and yeah, it's gonna be on the actual up, as it were. So yeah, anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this particular reaction video on the third Jack Silkstone construction update video. If you did, please do hit that like, thumbs up button, as well as please do comment what you think of these particular reaction videos. And lastly, please do consider subscribing to my YouTube channel as well, Dave's Adventures. So yeah, until the next video upload, bye, and see you soon.